Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now I want you to forget everything you think you know about engines. Forget your little four-pots, your throaty V8 engines, even those magnificent V12s you find in Italian supercars. What we're talking about today is on a completely different scale. We're not talking about horsepower, we're talking about horsepower. We're not talking about moving a car. We're talking about moving a city block or a skyscraper or even humanity itself to another world. This is not just engineering, this is biblical level stuff. We are diving headfirst into the world of the giants, the titans, the absolute behemoths of mechanical engineering. So, buckle up, because today we are counting down the 10 most colossal, most powerful, most mind-bogglingly enormous engines ever created. Right, let's kick things off with something substantial. This is the WÄRTSILÄ-SULZER RTA 96C, and when I say substantial, I mean it's the size of a 3-story house and weighs over 2,000 tons. You don't install this engine, you build a ship around it. Found in the bellies of the largest container ships on Earth, this thing is the unsung hero of your Amazon Prime delivery. Each one of its 14 cylinders is bigger than my garden shed, and the piston inside travels a staggering 2.5 meters with every stroke. Imagine the crankshaft. It's a piece of forged steel so vast, it looks like a prop from a science fiction film about giants. This isn't just an engine, it's a mechanical cathedral dedicated to the god of torque. It idles at a leisurely 22 RPM and redlines at a blistering 102 RPM. At full chat, this 2-stroke diesel monster churns out over 108,000 horsepower, but it's the torque that's truly biblical, measured in millions of Newton meters. It drinks heavy fuel oil, the stuff that's left over when you've refined everything else. And yet, it's one of the most efficient engines of its type, turning more than 50% of the fuel's energy into raw, ocean-conquering power. So next time you see one of those colossal container ships gliding silently over the horizon, remember what's beating deep inside it? Not some piddling little motor, but a gargantuan, slow-beating mechanical heart, pumping the lifeblood of global commerce around the planet. Now, from the slow, deliberate power of the sea to the explosive, sky-tearing violence of the air. This is the General Electric GE90, and it is, officially, the most powerful jet engine in the world. You'll find a pair of these slung under the wings of the Boeing 777, and they are the reason that colossal machine can get off the ground at all. The fan at the front is wider than the fuselage of a Boeing 737. You could have a dinner party in there. The fan blades themselves are not made of metal. Oh no, that would be too simple. They're made of a carbon fiber composite with titanium leading edges. This engine holds the Guinness World Record for thrust. During a test, bolted to a concrete slab in a place I can only assume was called the Earth's strongest car park, it produced 127,900 pounds of thrust. When a 777 pilot pushes those throttles forward for takeoff, they are unleashing a controlled hurricane. The GE90 doesn't just push the plane forward, it grabs the air, compresses it to an insane degree, ignites it with the fury of a star, and fires it out the back, seemingly angry that the sky was in its way. What if your ambition is to go to the moon? You need this. The ROCKETDYNE F1, the single most powerful single-chamber liquid-fueled rocket engine ever built. 5 of these were bolted to the bottom of the Saturn V rocket, the machine that took the Apollo astronauts to the moon. And when they lit up, they produced a spectacle that defies belief. In the first 2.5 minutes of flight, those 5 F1s would burn through more fuel than a 747 flying from London to New York 35 times over. The sound wasn't just heard, it was felt miles away as a physical blow to the chest. It set fire to the air itself and left a trail of shockwaves that could be seen rippling through the clouds. After the sheer unadulterated violence of the Saturn V, our next engine might seem a little tame. But, hey, don't be fooled. This is the Siemens SGT 58000 H-gas turbine, and while it doesn't move, its power is felt by millions of people every single day. This is the heart of a modern power plant, a machine designed not for a short, glorious burst of speed, but for relentless, efficient, round-the-clock power generation. It inhales a colossal 600 kilograms of air every single second, compresses it, mixes it with natural gas, and ignites it. Those turbines are connected to a generator. And that generator produces enough electricity to power a city of 1 million people. Let's go to the backbone of America, the vast, rumbling freight trains that haul the country's goods from coast to coast. And powering the biggest of these iron horses is this, the EMD-SD 90 Mac locomotive engine. specifically the 16-cylinder two-stroke diesel engine inside it, known as the EMD 16-265H. This engine was designed with one purpose in mind, to produce immense pulling power, and it delivered. The sound of one of these things spooling up is pure mechanical thunder. When you think of giant passenger jets, you probably think of the 747 Queen of the Skies or the double-decker A380. And powering many of these airborne leviathans is our next contender, the Pratt & Whitney PW4000. With a fan diameter of 112 inches, hence the name, this engine is a colossal piece of engineering. When you're sitting on a 777 waiting for takeoff, you have two of these silent giants hanging under the wings, ready to unleash nearly 200,000 pounds of combined thrust to hurl you and 300 other people into the sky at over 500 miles per hour. We return to the high seas because, let's be honest, if you want to find properly, absurdly large engines, the ocean is the place to be. Now meet its direct rival and a modern marvel in its own right, the MAN B&W 11G95 MEC 9.5. The 11G95 part of the name tells you it has 11 cylinders, each with a bore of 95 centimeters. Each piston is the size of a small car, and it travels up and down a stroke of nearly 3.5 meters. What makes this engine particularly clever is the MEC bit. This isn't just a dumb brute force engine, it's electronically controlled. The engine itself stands over 15 meters tall and weighs the best part of 2,000 tons. It's a walking, or rather a chugging skyscraper of power. This is the Trent XWB, the engine that exclusively powers the Airbus A350. The front fan is 118 inches in diameter, making it a proper piece of airborne real estate. It uses advanced materials, including single crystal turbine blades that can operate at temperatures hotter than the melting point of the metal they're made from. The Trent XWB is a three-spool engine, a design signature of Rolls-Royce. It's an incredibly complex design, like a Russian nesting doll of spinning components, but the result is unparalleled efficiency. When you see an A350 takeoff with its distinctive curved wingtips, you are witnessing these engines at work. Now we're going under the sea. This is an engine designed for a world of immense pressure, stealth, and absolute reliability. Meet the Fairbanks Morse 38D81/8, an unusual name for an engine with an incredibly long and distinguished career. What's an opposed piston engine, you ask? Well, it's a brilliantly clever piece of design. It's mechanically simpler, more compact, and more power-dense than a conventional engine, perfect for cramming into the tight confines of a submarine hull. These engines don't propel the submarine directly. In a diesel-electric submarine, they act as generators, churning out electricity to charge the boat's massive batteries. For our final engine, we're going to the biggest, dirtiest playgrounds on Earth, open-pit mines. And inside the biggest of them all, the Caterpillar 797F, you will find this, the Cat C 17520 engine. This is a 20-cylinder, quad-turbocharged diesel engine that is the size of a family car and weighs more than a small elephant. It displaces a quite frankly hilarious 106 liters. This engine is designed to idle for hours, then instantly provide enough grunt to move the 600-ton truck it's in, plus a 400-ton payload of rock and dirt, up a steep gradient. It is the ultimate expression of mechanical grunt, a monument to torque, and the fire-breathing heart of the machines that are literally reshaping the face of the Earth. And there you have it. 10 of the most colossal, powerful, and awe-inspiring engines ever created by human hands. These machines are so much more than just metal and fire. They are the physical embodiment of our ambition, our ingenuity, and our relentless desire to go faster, push harder, and build bigger. They are the engines that power our world, in ways both seen and unseen. So which one blew your mind the most? Was it the house-sized WÄRTSILÄ, the record-breaking GE90, or the moon-bound F1? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the world of extreme engineering, please give this video a thumbs up, and consider subscribing for more content like this. It really helps the channel out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.